Doing a lot of casting this week. You know what? Why don't we do a time lapse? We used to do them a ton on this channel. This is my work area. I did 4 nights of auditions this week, and I did a time lapse of 2 of them. As I said last week, Backstage has the system where they set up all the castings for you. Someone would show up, it would say in there, they're in the waiting room, and I would go and I would read lines opposite them, talk to them, I would offer to explain the project or anything they wanted to know about their character, and then we would do the audition, and then I would say thank you, nice to meet you, and then on we would go, you know, over and over again. Liz sometimes would come and she would read the opposite dialogue and I could just watch the actor do their thing in the moment. I also, all the auditions are recorded, as I said last week, so that I can go back and watch them if I am the one reading opposite them. And then in between auditions, I would turn back to this other computer over here and I would work on trying to find makeup effects artists. Corresponding with my first AD, a gentleman by the name of Tommy Martin, who played Precious in Pops. He's getting some ideas to me about various other crew members we could have. There's this whole other thing going on right now where we might be in consideration for Screen Actors Guild talent, corresponding about that. On night 1, after I finished, I had plenty left to do in terms of correspondence. Night 2 was the exact same. Act alongside people and get a feel for their vibe and how they perceive the character, and also can they take adjustments and things of that nature, and then on you go. 8 weeks to get everything else that we need together in order to shoot the movie. 8 weeks, boom, making a movie. Still looking for a makeup effects team. I've already broken it up because there's a haunt makeup team who does the makeup for the haunt, and then there's a kill sequence team who does the more elaborate, more realistic makeup for the kill sequences. The haunt makeup team involves more like airbrush makeup that you see in a haunted house, and maybe some sculpts, maybe some appliances, but the kill sequences involves more builds. Like we gotta build certain things to be destroyed, you know, in a graphic manner. I'm still looking for those people. I've got a few more leads now, and I might even, just because there are 11 kill sequence days on the schedule, because when you're working with practical effects, everything that can go wrong usually will go wrong. I've left a lot of room in those days. The dialogue scenes I packed with pages. So there's a lot of time involved in the special makeup effects. And I'm thinking maybe splitting that up. One special makeup effects artist do this sequence and then another do these 2 sequences or something like that. I'm figuring it out. We are on the move. That's what's going on this week. I got more casting to do next week. I'm meeting with our costume designer on Monday to go over the characters and see what they have in stock at Realm in terms of the haunt costumes and what we can adjust and what we need to actually buy and fabricate. Let's go. I will see you in a week. I gotta edit this. Busy weekend. Bye! I've been listening to Smartless and they always go, bye! And I've kind of started doing that. I don't know how to sign off anymore. This is the end screen. Bye!